Gerard says, "You want to come with me?" Bronson says, "No, I'm busy. Find someone else to go with you. But you're not going out on your own." Meanwhile, Chloe has been looking for you. She finally comes downstairs just ahead of Gerard. Rushes in. "Oh good, you're awake."
Yes, Chloe, what do you need?
"Some of those werewolves tried to get in during the day."
Really?
Yeah, they couldn't, but I used up some of the bullets.
How many?
3. They're fast little fuckers. Think I might
Good
have
girl.
winged one, but mostly I just scared them a little, that's it.
Good girl.
Speaking of which, I am gonna subtract those right now from these silver rounds.
All right.
Marcus looks up at Gerard after Gerard asks him if Marcus would like to go hunting. Just shakes his head like, "No man, I'm on guard, I can't go anywhere." The nun, meanwhile, prodding at the edges of the circle, crawling on hands and knees, scrutinizing it. Okay.
Hey, stop that!
The nun looks up at you. "I'm busy."
Stay
Do we
farther
think-
away from that thing.
"I'm doing this for the Regent. Fuck off."
You don't know how it works.
Shush.
You can always tattle. You can always tattle Gerard, because you know I wouldn't like this. I'm trying to make sure you don't fall into it.
She gets up. After move, gets up and carefully maneuvers herself between, so that you're between her and the circle. Pulls out a cross. "You seem to be laboring under the illusion that you are somehow my superior." The cross glows a faint white glow just shimmering across its surface. "Just say the word and we will discuss this in more detail." Making sure that she can force you to step back right into the thing. Well, she doesn't see him as superior. She's willing to see you as her equal, Malik, but that's about it. It's against... how does that work? Does someone have the True Faith thing open?
I have it right here. Okay, what are you asking?
If she tries to force Gerard back, how high does she have to roll?
All she has to do is go against his willpower with her true faith rating.
Like, that's the difficulty.
Yeah, that's her difficulty.
But I'm not sure that... Would Iron Will apply for that?
No. Iron Will accounts for things going against them.
Yeah, this is more
for
like
mental
a
things. This
This
is
is
true
a-
faith. It's not.
Yeah, it's a visceral
bad.
reaction. And keep in mind that she forced you back once before. So as far as your character knows, she can do it when she needs to.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, of course there's no need for that, because you are gonna stop acting like you're better than me and show some fucking respect for once. She pats you on the cheek. There's a good little monster. I'm sure we'll get along just fine. You know, she's been through a lot. She might have gotten a bit twisted in the process.
Just a little.
Likely, just a tad.
Smidgen. Yeah, Gerard said, I'm just trying to not get you killed. Meanwhile, she goes back to the circle and keeps prodding at it. The Malkavian collapses on the floor, screaming meanwhile.
Uh-oh. I guess I hear it, but...
Yep,
This is
you
a
hear it.
Malkavian? This is a Malkavian? Should I even care? Chloe, see what's going on out there. Please.
Fine. Do Malkavians usually collapse on the floor sobbing?
They can.
Sounds
It's a
about
thing.
right. It sounds about right. Sounds a little... It sounds a little... Yeah, it doesn't sound normal, but I've seen worse happen with them.
Jackalord, you're
Define a
assuming that...
Malkavian as normal. Nice.
You know, Jackalord, as far as her not knowing that it's a Malkavian, how do you know Bronson hasn't told her everything about his friends? How do you know they don't talk in private? Because that may well be the case, that they have discussed this in detail. Like, he might have told
Her and Bronson are closer than me and her now, probably. So,
Yeah,
because I've been busy.
she stepped into the doorway, peeked out, and went back in. You know, stepped back in.
Does it look very serious?
Well, he's clawing at his eyes. I would assume so.
No, he's a vampire. He can heal. I need to call Prince.
Oh, okay. We're just gonna make...
At this point, do you have the prince on speed dial?
He might.
I don't have him on speed dial, but I'm trying to get rid of the room. Is it still loud out there?
Yeah. It's not too
Fine,
loud,
I suppose
but...
I gotta go take care of it. What's happening?
Okay, Gerard is attempting to restrain Dwight. Roll strength and brawl to lock him down. Let's see what's happening. How is that only 2? You have no brawl? Jesus Christ, for this big a guy. Just okay.
He's tall and lanky.
He's tall, lanky, and nothing.
It's just fat, shaped like muscles.
I just see...
Just a
I'm
lot
trying
of
to find a
padding.
better picture for him. I'm trying to find a better avatar for him instead of Ron Perlman.
No, don't bother. It's fine.
No, this has to be done.
Oh, come on. You can do that between sessions if you decide to change.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not changing it. I just wanted to show a picture.
Chloe, meanwhile, looks at the nun who is prodding at the circle. Just like, I'm gonna open that. I hope to God it's something that can be shown on YouTube. Am I gonna regret this niche?
Here's a picture of a singer, but he looks really off. He's like really tall. He has a disease that makes him really tall and elongates his bones.
Oh. You know...
Is that not appropriate? Is that not appropriate?
Actually, I need to... I'm gonna move this to the other screen so that I have that for making a new character at some point.
Oh yes, you'll need that.
Malik, Dwight is screaming on the floor. Everyone is looking fucking confused. Violet is poking at the circle.
Yorick is not giving a shit.
Well, York's upstairs, ain't he?
Yes.
Violet, could you please not poke the circle? I know you mean well, but we've done everything like that before, and that's a very terrifying thing to mess with.
She's ignoring you mostly. She walks over to the table, picks out one of the books she has brought out here, sets it next to the circle and starts comparing runes and shit. Continue
Can I
to
investigate
prod
that?
it. Like with occult?
Yeah, investigation or something. See what she's doing.
Oh, then perception
I'd like to just
occult
look-
or... yeah, perception occult I think is appropriate in this case. Or intelligence
Okay.
occult, whichever is higher.
Sure. I
Yeah.
have no clue what the heck she's doing. Violet. I love you.
She
I'll
just
just walk
waves
away
at
on
you
that.
like, shush, I'm working. Just waves you off.
Because Malik loves his ghouls. It doesn't matter if they're evil
Except
or
Igor.
hateful. I love Igor in his own in my own way.
In my
Igor-
own way.
Igor is special,
doesn't-
right?
Igor doesn't want love. Igor equates power with love and strength with love. I've given
Yeah,
him steaks.
the whip cracks out of love, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever. Well and good. So, as Violet is invoking the powers of the Seven Hells, trying to rewire the portal so that it leads to Ashmet's realm instead, what do? Wait, what? Did I say that out loud?
What's going on here, Dwight? What's happening?
The eyes! The eyes! They're all looking at me.
Did you use auspice on the circle?
Make it stop! He's clawing at his eyes.
He may have done
That doesn't
something
help.
worse than Auspex, actually.
He
So
may have. Shh, quit. Shh. Here, Gerard, help me get him up to the top stairs. I don't think he needs to be around the circle.
You can use charisma empathy to try and calm him and get him to shut it off. Just like, just soothing him.
Oh, no! No! I made it worse. I botched.
And I think now we start rolling for Frenzy at difficulty 9.
sounds appropriate.
Okay.
It's a good thing that I went upstairs.
And that's a fail.
To be fair, difficulty 9 is pretty extreme, but hey, that was a botch.
You know, Malik is attacking him on the physical realm while his mind is being already assaulted. I would say that he's feeling about as threatened as a vampire can. Honestly.
Okay.
He has a moment of sanity where the haze clears. He can't open the safe doors, can he? Who set the combination? Yorick?
Yorick did. And Yorick hasn't told anyone the combination yet.
Okay.
Shh, calm down, Dwight. It's okay. I was just trying to help.
I'm trying to figure out if he would have enough turns to read it with spirit touch to try and discover the combination and get inside, locking himself in there while he frenzies. I don't think he would, though. An action to read it, an action to open it, an action to slam it shut on himself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not a chance.
He
what?
has one round before he frenzies, so his round could be spent trying to read it, but it wouldn't matter.
Yep. He's now in a frenzy. You see the craziness coming. You have a turn to get back or prepare or whatever.
Quick! Get him to the ground!
Grapple him.
Tackle!
You sure you want to do that? He will use his fangs on you.
Can Gosh, you suck.
Well, look at it this way. If you have 3 people there, you decrease his attempts by 2.
Well, that's if he's trying to fend off crap in
3 people.
normal
Yeah.
melee.
Why would you draw
right?
your shotgun? He's an ally.
It's done. He said it. Gerard draws his shotgun.
Yep. And now that difficulty 9 is definitely warranted.
Who is here? Philip
There's
isn't,
apparently
Gianna
Marcus,
is it,
Chloe, Mario,
Igor is upstairs.
Yorick is upstairs.
Rolling initiatives. Let me just clear the turn table for like everyone, and I'm gonna add. Well, I'm gonna add a turn for Dwight, and I'm gonna add a turn for Chloe. Well, a turn for everyone essentially. Who isn't in there. The first one was for Dwight, who has... He rolled a 3, right? Okay, so this isn't gonna be horrible. As impromptu combats go. There we go. And Chloe rolled an 8 and she had decent crap, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Okay. And Mario. 4, so in essence, fuck that land. Oh wait, he still goes before Dwight, so that's fine. Okay. He has a turn of sanity, as everyone who notices draws their weapons. Violet stands up, grabs her cross. So let's declare, shall we? Violet will brandish her cross at him, try to keep him in the corner. Dwight will try to grapple you and rip your face off, Malik.
I will try to dodge.
Okay. Mario will try to command Dwight to freeze. Gerard. Like, how is the True Faith worded? Like, you brandish it at a specific target usually, or a group. Right? It's like a cone thing, essentially. You could try to back out of there, so that you don't get in the blast of cross brandishing. Not that Malik won't have to roll willpower anyway, or go fleeing.
We're going to be testing something right here.
Okay. Is either Malik or Gerard gonna try and move out of the corner?
Well, I said I was going to try and dodge him when he comes at me. But can I use Dominate and tell him to freeze?
You can try, but it will be at a higher difficulty, I think, since he's in a frenzy and he's not inclined to listen to you.
Yeah, sure. I'll do it that way. I'll try to tell him to freeze.
Oh yes, and he did spend a willpower point to make sure he could make it during the day to Yorick, so it's fine.
Apparently he really likes Yorick.
Well, he almost ate you once. He sees you as his little sandwich now. One day
Would
he will...
diablerize Yorick?
You don't know, but he might, yes.
Ah, it does work. Change the D20 to D10.
For record, I have heard him say this stuff to Yorick, probably.
Yep.
Since I was in the next room when he did it.
Yorick.
But just switch that.
Wasn't that a D20?
Yeah, that was a D20, and I'm not actually on initiative. I was just testing that. I'll send you that macro right now, actually.
Yeah, it automatically added you
Yep.
to the thing. Okay, good.
And it does it based off of selected token and stuff.
Yeah, you're gonna have to show me for that. That would really speed this up.
Yep. I'm putting it into the chat.
Yeah. We're gonna say with Violet going before Dwight, maybe. Actually, we're gonna do a coin toss when it comes to them. Like 1d10 above is Violet, below is Dwight going first. So do you want to risk it, back off, let her take the chance? Or, you know. Malik? Gerard, you stick.
What was that?
So, dominate and shooting?
Yeah, I was going to try to dominate her. I didn't want to shoot her.
Him. But, yeah.
Me.
So you're not gonna rely on Violet to control the fucker for you? Don't trust her?
No.
I see how it is. How much of a penalty is it usually, Epic, for controlling someone who's frenzied?
For dominate and stuff,
Yeah,
+2.
okay. Okay. Chloe is gonna just be ready to back you up. She doesn't want to shoot since he's Bronson's friend and an ally. Marcus will just try to talk him down, like going, "Hey man, just relax, okay? It's okay. It's okay. Just relax, okay? We got you. You're among friends." Completely wasting his turn in the process. Which brings us to Gerard, who can proceed to pew-pew Dwight in the chest. So, blast away.
He did say he doesn't want to use the gun.
Didn't you? I mean, you did say in the chat that you were gonna shoot him, right? Jackal.
He did say it. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, so go ahead and shoot.
Oh, that's so silly. Okay. He's ignorant.
That is the most perfect roll I have ever seen.
So many ones. They're so beautiful.
Well, almost. It would be if not for those pesky successes.
So beautiful, those ones.
If you gave me a 3, botch, I would be so happy. I could do so much with that, like you headshotting Chloe and blasting her brains out. But would I do that to Malik?
Oh,
Yes, you would.
yeah, you would.
You are evil.
So he takes... Do we round down on bashing? We round down, right? So
You
he
round, yeah, you round down.
Yeah, so he takes 1 unit of bashing damage, essentially. It's not very effective. Malik, you wanted to freeze him, right? It's
Yeah.
difficulty 7 right now, since he has used some willpower
Ooh.
in various...
Well, I got 2 successes anyways.
Okay, and he locks in place. Let's see how good Mario is at his brand of dominate. And if he can even do it to Dwight. Okay, good. Damn good. Okay, you lock him down. He's locked in place. The nun rushes up and please make a willpower roll to resist the cross that is being brandished at Dwight, Malik. Because she's very definitely holding up something that is very definitely cross-shaped.
But what difficulty again? Just 6?
No, it was 8 or 9 for the vulnerability to
It
cross.
was a 9 for vulnerability, if I remember correctly. It's a bad thing. It's a
How
wide
did I
statement.
do that? Now, wouldn't on willpower? Now the thing is, wouldn't I? I did willpower roll, but shouldn't that be at a -2?
Yep.
Okay, so you want to take away my 2 successes?
That's what I said. You run screaming upstairs as Violet just sighs. Like,
Was
oh,
it a willpower? I thought it was a
I don't run
self-control.
screaming.
yes you do. You have to...
I don't.
You scream
Yes.
like a little girl as the cross is brandished at you.
I get some say as to what I do when I run away.
Nope, you're not in control as you run. You fail to stay in control.
Come on, man. Harsh
Roll-
and mellow.
Roll self-control to avoid screaming or whimpering like a little girl.
There you go.
I'll
can
give
do
you a
that.
chance. Difficulty 6. I'll be generous.
Self-control, and it would be like just 1 dice.
I don't think virtues take negatives. I think. Nope, you scream like a little girl.
Yeah.
But I did give you a chance, right? At a very generous difficulty too.
Oh my goodness.
Oh God.
York just stares at me as I run up.
What
Come
is
on,
it?
Alec.
Are we under attack? Gianna
Did
rushes
the
out.
And I'm
Roll
just
open
panting,
again.
and I just look at her and go, cross.
She just walks up and hugs you like, it's okay. It's
And I hug her
okay.
back. I
Aww.
hug her back. I need the embrace.
Oh, God. She just pats you on the head like, it's okay. The cross is gone. It's okay.
But it was scary.
Uh,
It was all glistening and shining.
let's see if... Nope!
That's fine. Now, the thing is, what gives me some I'm terrified to death because you're doing botches down there with the circle. So,
That was the... So, you think that the guy is locked down, do you, Gerard? You think it's safe because the cross is keeping him contained? Because clearly the cross had plenty of power over you and she's doing the same thing to him. And if it can do that to you, then it can... Oh, come on. Let me rip Chloe's throat out. You know I want to. Just let me do it. It will be over soon. And you just...
I will no longer be regent because I will go down there and I will blow his brains out. Not really.
You hear a hiss and a growl from down below and a Chloe scream.
Okay.
As you come out, you see Chloe, eyes frozen in shock. Life
Can I
pulsing
tackle him?
out of her neck as Dwight is once again up against the stairway, with the cross having regained its power. Make a willpower roll to resist the cross. Since it's still being brandished.
Mm,
As Chloe's slowly bleeding out. Oh God. That, I believe, is still a failure.
oh, Chloe.
The cross is... Does anyone save Chloe?
Go, please help Chloe. I say to
What?
Gianna.
Chloe needs help. Yorick will now enter
Yorick.
the fray.
Gianna comes upstairs carrying Chloe covered in her blood. There's a lot of blood.
I'm gonna give her 2 points of blood.
Just so you know, I am testing once more to see if I got this right.
Malik.
Did you hear me when I said I gave her 2 points of blood?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just make
Okay.
sure.
I'm gonna be a real dick. Let's go with that.
Oh,
Roll
whoops.
perception
There you go.
alertness, difficulty 8.
Boo.
Oh, whoops. Whoops. I know what I did wrong. I did that as a dice.
Actually, let's see. Above, say 6, makes me extremely happy. Yep. Now roll perception alertness for me. You actually botched.
I sure did.
Oh gods. I thought this was just gonna be a gag. Oh gods,
Nope.
I have to actually do this now, don't I? Okay, you give her 2 points of blood. It's fine.
Okay. I have a new one set up for you, and it'll make your initiative even better. There's
Uh-huh.
some happiness here.
Oh, this is great. Malik botched on detecting that Chloe wasn't breathing anymore. And he just gave her blood.
He just made a vampire.
Yeah, really?
You should have tried CPR first. You really should
Oh, you
have.
suck.
You're the one who botched. You cannot blame him.
Luckily, only Gianna and Yorick are in the room, so nobody knows.
And York doesn't have medicine yet. Hopefully he'll get it eventually. But
Oh god, my sides hurt.
I thought she was dead. I thought she was
I
alive.
heard some screaming. Is everything alright?
Gianna noticing. Let's see if she notices. And decides to cover for you. I rolled 1d10, 6 or above was gonna be her stopping breathing, and you could, restart her heart and crap. I rolled above, and you failed to detect it. Sometimes things come together in just the right way.
you could have spent a willpower point, but no. He's not worth it.
I don't have any willpower hardly.
Never trust a GM when he doesn't tell you what you're rolling for.
I didn't even know what was going on. I didn't think you killed her.
I rolled for perception to see if I can
To
get
be
what
fair,
is
she
going
was
on.
actually technically still had the potential for life. It was just the heartbeat was no longer there.
Yep, you had.
I thought. Wait, she had to be
minutes to-
drained of blood, didn't she? Before she could be embraced.
She had to be dead,
You
essentially.
had to be dead. There's actually a bit of a difference.
Yeah,
Okay.
most people just prefer to drain the blood. It's more
Yep.
traditional, essentially. Gianna, bullshitting through her teeth, just says, are you rolling perception alertness or perception empathy, Julio?
Was perception alertness.
Okay. Chloe is badly hurt. Gianna says, don't worry about it, we had an accident. She takes Malik's arm, so hopefully so that Julio can see and squeezes it, like, be silent, I will fix this, just don't say anything. It's no problem, we're gonna get rid of the body in a second, just keep an eye on...
She's dead?
Yeah, just keep an eye on the basement, okay? There's a frenzied asshole down there, just make sure nothing else happens, okay? The nun is keeping him under control. She's...
I don't want to take orders for you, but, well, if there is someone down there, is that Malkavian gone mad? Well, he's a Malkavian, so obviously he's mad, but...
Gianna just says, not now. We need to handle this, okay? We can't have a body in here. Malik, let's go. Slinging Chloe over one shoulder and dragging you outside. Like, let's go right fucking now. The sheriff is long gone instantly. Back to the city.
I'm gonna have to kill her.
What? Chloe or Gianna?
Yeah. Chloe.
Both.
Everyone will lie.
Gianna turns on you once you're outside. What the fuck were you thinking, you moron?
I wasn't thinking.
Okay, we can fucking fix this. Okay. We take her to the edge of the town. We dump her out there. When she wakes up, we tell her that she needs to leave right now, and hopefully she's smart enough never to come back. Okay?
Okay. Sure.
And Cative, go!
And Cative, go!
As you take the car, dumping Chloe on the back seat.
I hope one of them has the drive skill. Jonna does, right?
Yep, she usually drives a motorcycle, so she definitely does.
Sweet.
You take the rundown car and head towards the edge of the town, skirting the edge of Sabbat territory.
Oh, we don't need a new Sabbat. No.
No, like I said, edge of the town, just gonna... Do you want me to drive through that territory to get to the nearest border? I'm just taking us to the outskirts, okay?
Okay.
Listen, you know her, right? If you can't convince her to leave, the prince knows she's with you, right?
Yes.
Yes, so if she shows up again as a vampire after we dumped her body, you know that what's gonna happen, right?
100%.
So you have to make sure that she leaves. No matter what goes down, she can't stay in the town.
Now, what would Malik do with his survivor nature?
Try to choke back sobs, I think.
Uh-huh. With the survivor nature, he's going to go with his nature.
I mean, that's just the thing, right? It doesn't mean that you will, like, screw over everyone. It just means that you keep going no matter what, right? At least the way it's written.
No, not the way he's thinking of it.
Okay.
Incidentally, Gianna has her sword.
I mean, Gianna does have her sword. She wears it when she's awake. Because, obviously, she needs it.
Chloe's asleep still, right?
Yep, she seems to be very much dead and rapidly cooling. Luckily, no one thought to try and bring her in for some CPR and hopefully bring her back as a living person, right?
Nobody had medicine.
Bronson and Liam both have one. Igor has two.
Yeah.
Actually, but you know.
Mm-hmm. It's just that Yorick didn't have the points for it. At least not the way I wanted to build them.
So, how much of that did Yorick realize was going on, I wonder?
Well, you see, Yorick is terrible at listening in on things. Nor does he
Exactly.
generally care.
So he just like, Chloe's dead. Fuck that.
God damn it. Kinda liked her. Got me stuff. Oh well.
Okay, you are...
Sued.
yeah, you are now on the edges of town. There's a few scraggly trees on this border, a few houses here and there. It looks like a pretty open and desolate area overall. City lights being mostly behind you, lying below.
Just to clarify though, if she was alive, he would have ran for her and tried to save her to the best of his ability.
Mm-hmm.
But if she's dead, he just kind of goes spilled milk. That's just kind of how he is.
Mm-hmm, that's fine, you heartless bastard. You know, Jackalor, he's not just gonna kill her, I think. And Gianna now has...
Malik would kill her.
Yep, and Gianna now has primo blackmail on you.
That is some good blackmail.
Mm-hmm.
Friends forever, or else.
To be fair, that actually is considered something of a way to do boon. So
Gianna is just making herself indispensable by proving that she can be trusted with your messes. And if you ever decide to abandon her, then she has a backup option, right?
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you are on the outskirts of town. You have driven into the hills. The city lights are mostly behind you. There are a few isolated houses, small farmsteads, and there aren't any hulls of werewolves around you just yet, but you are at the edges of this civilized little island, such as it is. What do? As Chloe
And
slowly...
she's still asleep, right?
she's starting to stir slowly.
And she's outside the car, right?
She's on the back seat. You can dump her outside if you want.
Dump her out. Or pull her out gently.
Okay, you lay her down on the ground. She's looking awfully small and bloody. With a
Do I have a stake? Do we have a stake?
Do you want to stake her?
Just until I figure out what we're gonna do.
Paralyze her, make her awakening as traumatic as possible?
Yeah,
Nah, never mind. You're right.
Pain is still felt by that.
Gianna?
Yeah. I think she's waking up.
Could you kill her for me?
Oh my god, really? Okay.
I'd rather not. You sure?
Yes.
Chloe opens her eyes, scrambles to her feet, pulls her gun out. Let me just... No, it was +1 on her weakest stats, upgrading from
Freeze.
ghoul, and +2 to everything else.
Can I do freeze on her?
Give me a second, I'm just updating her sheet, making sure she has all the things. She would also get another 7 freebies, or 8 rather. So let's go with something like that.
What?
The Malik servants I made with 7 freebies, and Neonate Vampires have 15 at character creation.
Oh, okay. So not normal ghoul. Okay, I see.
Yeah, a normal ghoul would be pretty OP if they could just print them. I made some mafia bosses with the standard ghoul
Cool.
crap,
Okay.
but not the party ones. They have the normal ghoul stats +7 freebies at the start.
Sure.
And 2 dots of disciplines, and that's counting the potence one.
Yep, of course.
Okay, Chloe scrambles to her feet, just at hearing this. Just what? No! Why? I've served. Why?
Because the prince will stake you and set you out to burn in the sunlight.
That's actually a very common thing to do.
I'm
No.
sure he wouldn't do that.
Chloe, I
Right?
know the prince.
So you're doing
Is
her.
this?
I'm gonna make you roll for humanity if you murder her, I think. Considering how close you are. You're essentially
Yeah.
killing a friend. I moved you to the forest map, right?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, good. I might or might not have made this for werewolf encounter. No comment.
Oh,
Also,
shucks.
I've made an initiative mod onto the thing that includes wisdom and dexterity on the initial thing, as long as they're connected to the character sheet.
Yeah, we'll figure that out during the week.
Okay. It should just help you out with, the initiative stuff. Sometimes you can just...
Is there a way that she could be a caitiff but still have me as a contact?
Do you want to stay in contact with your illicit love child?
Well, I'm just saying, is there a way to do that?
She could have the background of mentor, even as a caitiff, and keep you there. But
Roll your initiative thing, as Chloe and Gianna have both made a mess of their initiatives. You'll probably have the drop on them. Can't imagine why. Yep, so you're essentially going first.
you get to make the first shot. And to be fair, she's only healed 1 point, really. I think.
999.
You know, it wasn't that much damage. She's mostly bled out, so she would have
Oh,
little
okay,
blood,
okay.
but he essentially just got one quick bite where he ripped open an artery and was forced off.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. So, how does this play out? Jenna, meanwhile, is speaking. I thought we were gonna just dump her here. Malik.
If the prince finds her, she will be tortured.
So, give her a chance out in the wilderness. Maybe she'll survive. Chloe, meanwhile, is like, what? This isn't how this was supposed to go.
I guess I'll just look at Gianna and I tell her that I love her. And I don't want to see her suffer, and I don't want to think of her sitting out here suffering.
Would Gianna need to roll humanity for this?
No, I doubt it. Not Gianna, at least.
You know I'm gonna let her go. Y'all could, you know how this is gonna play out now that she's awake.
So, okay, let me just. Would that 6 humanity? Yeah, Gianna would care, right? She doesn't see Chloe as an enemy, necessarily.
Okay.
And she doesn't like killing people without a reason. We've already established that.
Can I speak to Chloe?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Listen.
Gianna is gonna summon tentacles as you're speaking. You can try to prevent this if you wish, but she wants to immobilize Chloe. Just make sure Chloe doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, God. Sure, let her do it.
You did ask her to help, after all. Okay, that's that. That's difficulty 7. Let's see how bad this is. Okay.
Not too bad.
Well, she didn't fuck it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Making another desk over there. Tentacle reaches down from the tree. It has a range of 2, right? Essentially.
It can come from absolutely any shadows, so it could even come from the grass. So, okay.
Yeah, it reaches out, down, and it's her on aberration rating plus celerity for hitting, right?
It's actually never really gone over. It just says that its attributes are the often aberration rating.
Yeah. Sure, we'll go with this. Gianna immobilizes her with a tentacle. Chloe just yelps. Well, Gianna
Calm
turns
down.
to you. Listen,
Be quiet.
how about we just say that that we dumped her body, and we wipe her mind, tell her to just head out of town, and if this comes back to us, we don't know anything.
No. How about...
Pew pew bang bang.
No. She trusts me.
Chloe, meanwhile, is shaking her head. It is possible that she doesn't trust you anymore.
She trusts me. She wouldn't do anything to hurt me. And she wouldn't do anything to hurt you. Would you, Chloe? Just let her go. Just get the tentacles. Let me hold her.
Okay, fine. You said yourself, I'm just following your lead. The tentacle releases her.
Okay, Chloe. Okay, Chloe. It has to be this way. You're going to have to get out of town. Like, you can't come back to this town at all, ever again. Do you understand?
And where am I gonna go?
I don't know. But if you come back here, the prince will have you killed. If the Lord finds out, the Lord will have you killed.
Ah, said the loyal servant of Clan Tremere. So, what? I mean,
Listen. This is the best I know to do. You have my number. Get a burner. Go get a burner cell phone. And you can, well, that's not even good either. No.
Are you gonna tell the Lord about this?
I probably will, actually.
I mean, maybe they can adopt her in another town, right?
Maybe he can fix it.
Just set a Tremere with a good grounding in blood magic. At least theoretically, enough that she can figure it out on her own, loose, as a caitiff. Clan secrets, bro.
Mm-hmm. Screw it, if I die, I die. Listen, I can talk to the Lord. I can probably reason with the Lord. I can probably get some arranged for that with him. It's not 100%, but I can try. But if the prince finds out, you, me, and even Gianna, we're all dead.
Actually, Gianna won't be dead. Probably severely punished, but you two will be dead. That is a thing.
Just saying.
I mean, she was just being loyal to her liege lord. The prince is old enough to understand that kind of crap, right?
Yep.
And she
He
has
might even
etiquette.
appreciate it.
Yep, she has etiquette. She knows these rules, right? And law.
Yep.
Can you do this, Chloe? Can you run?
I don't have any money. Wow, that's a crappy intelligence law roll for figuring out how to weasel out of this.
Incidentally,
So what, I just pull over a car, point a gun at them and tell them to vacate the seat?
I don't know what you do.
What did I up on her discipline-wise? Aspects, right. What is Malik feeling right now, just as a matter of curiosity?
Very confused, very distraught. And there's probably, if he had fluid in his body, there would be snot coming out of his nose right now.
Yeah, there's bloody snot coming out of your nose, it's fine. Chloe seems to be very upset as well. This is not how this was supposed to go at all.
This is not the way it's supposed to go ever.
And this is how these mongrels are created. Right?
Yep.
Listen. Oh, wait, guys, I have Boone.
With whom?
No, but that's not going to help.
With the Nosferatu? Yeah, you could ask them to help.
You have multiple boons, but
I don't have multiple boons. I only have one boon with the Nosferatu. Alright, here's how it works. Okay, here's what you should do. You need to run as fast as your feet can carry you. Find a dark place for the sunlight. Make sure there's no way sun can penetrate. Get to the next town. Get to the next town before dawn. Find a dark place. And the next evening, get a burner phone from your local store, from a local dollar store, or a Walmart, or a Costco, wherever. I say this even though I know she probably didn't have a Costco card.
I have
wherever.
like $5 in my pocket right now.
I can give you money.
Just, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go?
How are you supposed to live?
Just, I have no clue what you're supposed to do or where you're supposed to go. Just go, find another city, get a burner phone, contact me. I will set up another phone. We will be able to talk to one another.
Okay. She goes back into the
And-
town, finds Raffaello, because she's the only one, or he's the only one
No.
she knows and can trust.
Do not go back in town. Do not go back in town. You go back in town, you're dead. And you don't want to. And you do not want to join the Sabbat. The Sabbat has a very short lifespan. You can find another town. You can find another life. You can find refuge under someone else's, under another prince as caitiff. But you cannot.
But you need me here.
I do need you, but I need you to live. Because that's what's important.
She was gonna be an NPC vampire who was actually gonna be good at detecting obfuscated enemies. She was gonna help stop this crap with everyone sneaking in. That's not gonna happen now.
Don't worry. There's Yorick. He has the security cam set up now. Gonna make it
I
so
will
that
try my
he can
best.
tell you how many people are in each room.
I will try my best to help you from a distance. And I will always be here for you in the distance. But we cannot be seen with one another. And you'll probably hate me for it. But you must live.
I'm just gonna go back to the Chantry, see where everyone was. Let's see if anyone else would at all be able to figure this out. There is one person, literally one person that might, if he rolls like it. Nope, it's fine. Not a difficulty 10. He's still in a trance. Alberta doesn't know.
So
Okay.
how's this playing out?
Yeah, it's fine.
If you can, get to the West Coast or something. That'll be far enough away that no one will have ever even heard of the Tremere of Springfield or anything like that. Do not let anyone know you're Tremere. Do not show your thaumaturgy, because
The
it is
5 years later, the Anarchs take over Springfield, led by a ginger caitiff.
5 years later. But I'll still be your mentor.
Maybe you'll
No,
survive.
5 years later, Raffaello should have opened the gates of hell and destroyed everyone.
Well, maybe, if they don't stop him. So how
They
are those objectives that you wanted to accomplish coming along, Malik? Saving the club, killing the Giovanni?
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Somehow they just seem to be going further and further away.
Yes, sir. And Jackalor's answer to everything is kill it, kill it. And of course I'm like, yeah, we should kill her, but at the same time I'm like, my character wouldn't do that. Especially if she's awake to hear it.
Do
That is
either
true.
of you have
That
any
is true.
larceny or such?
You would have me lose all my humanity and become a white. That way
Does-
Gerard can take over. Sure.
A loan
The
car.
further you get away. Anyway,
passes.
the further you can get away, the better. You understand me?
But the books. Who will take care of your books?
The books will be okay. That's something you shouldn't worry about. You just need to worry about surviving, and like I said, get a burner phone. We will be in contact, and
She sighs, steels herself. All right. Does she have any larceny? No, that would be useless to her anyway. Can you give me any money?
yeah, that's useless. That's useless to her.
Yep. Can you
Oh
give
my
me
goodness.
any money?
You're gonna kill. You're gonna make me suffer for this, aren't you?
You'll never see it coming.
I do see it coming. I already see it coming.
I'm sure it won't come back to bite you in the ass. Ever. At all.
God, I should have just killed her.
You can still change your mind. She's not expecting you to attack her now. Now that you made all this, this whole speech about how you're letting her go, right?
I got Gianna with prime blackmail material on me.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Just kill Jenna too. Nobody likes her.
I don't think you can take Gianna one-on-one. Especially if she teams up with Chloe.
I know you can't.
She would buttfuck you so hard, it's not even funny.
I'm tempted to tell her to kneel, but I can't. Should I? Wait a minute.
Who, Chloe?
I don't
Or
think Chloe has
Gianna?
much willpower.
Chloe.
Yeah, you could try. It would be at a -1 difficulty too, since you have 2 steps of a blood bond, right?
Yeah.
Ah. I mean, Gianna has a sword and potence
Wouldn't even work. It
Of-
wouldn't even work.
of 2 or 3 levels. I
There's no reason it wouldn't work.
mean, you could try and dominate her if you want. Command her to leave, get out of town. What are you trying to do with that?
Tell her to freeze.
And walk away?
No. Tell her to freeze.
Okay.
Gianna, wrap her in tentacles.
She looks at... I just dismissed that one. What the... God fucking damn it. Fine, fine, fine. Whoops, that is way too many. The first 6 are a botch. So you feel a tentacle caress you as it crawls out of the grass and wraps around you, Malik.
Smash it. Smash it.
Is it doing that? Is it really wrapping around me?
Yep.
God, I hate you.
And whatever that was massive botch.
Yep. More tentacles spawn. Because the botch just keeps on rolling. The whole field starts erupting in tendrils of blackness.
Oh my goodness.
Surrounding you on all sides. Gianna goes like, steps next to Chloe. Sort of out of range of the things.
No, seriously, what was the 3d10?
That was to actually hit Malik, but
It hit itself so hard it just went out of existence.
not necessarily. A botch is whatever I wanted to,
It is, but that's a massive botch, man. I'm not...
Yeah, so, I mean, 3 ones, that's a 1 in 1,000 chance. This needs to be bad.
It's bad for the thing that did it, not for the players.
And Gianna is on the player's side. She's essentially a minion, so it's bad for the player.
Oh, okay. Bad against Gianna, I guess. That was the tentacles attack, but
But it just adds to the original botch, because badness doesn't cancel itself out like that. That wouldn't be funny.
But that does happen. That just happens sometimes.
But I don't want to waste a 1 in 1,000 botch.
Then don't waste it. Just make it affect them without, by being near the badness.
Oh.
It explodes in dark etherealness.
It just starts crawling out of the thing. But as you back against each other, it doesn't seem to be attacking just yet.
It gains true sentience.
Roll perception alertness, Malik. You hear something big way off in the distance. I assume the tentacles seem to focus on you as you move forward. You want to keep rolling to see what's coming?
Is this because of the botch from that? He won't let the werewolves kill her.
Just run, man. Let both of them die.
They won't
It's
die.
about time for your survivor nature to
Grab
take
Gianna's
hold.
sword before and just run.
Gianna leaps across the tentacles. Over one. That's a horrifying hit! It lashes out, it doesn't try to grapple, it just tries to hit whatever is passing close to it. Let's see how bad the damage is. It's bad. Let's see how she soaks. Not
Okay,
particularly
I'm gonna tell
well.
her.
Gianna crashes to the ground bloody and heads for the car, healing on the way. She has seen both yours and Chloe's faces as you sense something. She's not waiting around.
Okay.
She gets in the driver's seat.
I'm gonna tell her to run again.
Chloe, after you froze her in place,
Yes.
I can release her. Just run.
No, you can't.
Just run.
Not normally.
Don't release her. Use her as a bait to the werewolves.
Fine.
Malik,
unless the storyteller
don't leave me
determines that
like
you
this.
can release that kind of thing.
You just need to make a new enemy.
Gianna,
Because she's not gonna die.
Gianna is in the driver's seat. The motor is on.
I'm in there.
Nope, you're still heading over there. You were dicking around with Chloe as she was getting a head start. Your eyes lock.
I'm running.
Her
And sadly,
gaze.
Chloe got You got 4 successes on Chloe's freeze.
Yep.
That's going to last a while. That can last all night.
Okay, you are off the screen. You see Gianna's gaze soften and then widen as she motions for you to get in. As something comes out of the trees towards Chloe, who is still trapped, frozen in shock and terror, looking up at the thing. Would you like to say goodbye, Malik?
No. But
I'm
gonna make this work. I'm gonna make this roleplay work really good if you do this. You're gonna see Malik change really good. Oh, he is going to change.
Chloe
This changes him.
falls to the ground in bloody pieces as the werewolf yells out a triumphant howl and starts stalking towards the car as Gianna pulls out with
Does
a
she turn to
scream.
ash?
No,
Does
she...
Chloe turn to...
No, Chloe isn't old enough to turn to ash. She just gets cut to ribbons.
Oh. Is that really a thing?
Yes, it is.
You,
Oh, she's really dead.
Yep,
Yes.
you just saw her die as Gianna, having gone even more white than
Don't
you
mess
thought
with me.
possible.
Is she really dead? Out of character, is she really dead?
There's
Just
not
let
much
me
better
play it
than you
out,
get.
okay? Just let me play it out. You
Okay.
can ask afterwards. You see the werewolf stalk out of the trees and shred Chloe while she's locked in place after you betrayed her and trapped her there. As you get in the car and Gianna pulls out with a screech of the tires, Her last look is, well, the last thing you see is her glancing towards you with a look of utter betrayal and hopelessness in her eyes as you lose sight of her as she is shredded. Chloe's
You
dead.
see a circle with a great
Et
mane
tu.
of crimson hair.
Et
thrown in
tu, et tu, garlic, et tu.
Well,
That was a thing.
Personal horror.
yeah, I know, right?
It really is. That's the personal horror he's never had.
Now he's lost everything.
Yep. I don't care.
Gianna gets out in a daze like a zombie, just heading inside.
Oh, when they were out, I told Bronson that his friend, the ginger girl, was dead. Malik
Bronson
was going to
turns to you like, what?
Yeah, she was dead. Apparently, the Malkavian on the basement went frenzy and killed her. Malik took her body out with Gianna. They said that they would dump the body.
Okay. Before you come back then, Dwight has been moved into a separate room. Gerard? You're not back yet, Malik and Gianna. To calm down and recover.
The security cameras
Yeah,
while
that's
they
why I
were
was-
gone. And
I was moving him to a corner because I wasn't back yet.
Yep.
Hey Yorick, do you think that you can make some armor and some blades with this thing?
I don't know, maybe.
It looks to be flexible. It wouldn't really make for a good blade. But it might be possible to fashion it into a suit of armor.
I could probably do an armor. Doesn't look like there's much here to really make a good blade with.
Bronson walks up to... yes, that might have been a more powerful werewolf. It certainly looked larger and more muscle than one of those pups you have been fighting. Which I might or might not have ready, stalking around the edges of town, which you might or might not have to eventually face. I mean, what?
I assumed those weren't black spiral werewolves. Those were regular werewolves.
Yep. Bronson walks up to Gerard. Hey, Gerard. Why don't you take Jason and do a sweep around the domain? Make sure nothing is out there. Take a couple of the silver guns. Hey, take my rifle as well. Make sure there's nothing out there. Pew it if you see something.
How was Bronson reacting to Chloe dying?
Yeah.
Probably he will kill Dwight.
No, I'm sure he wouldn't do that. Okay, so Gerard goes out to patrol. Roll perception alertness to see what you find. Let's say you have 4 silver rounds in the gun and another 6 in reserve. He's just letting you borrow it. The rifle, that is. Gianna, meanwhile, yeah, we'll cover that when you come back. You're still in a daze from that. Let's make some rolls for Bronson as he does something horrible. What was it? Wit stealth to do that? Okay. That's good. Yeah, I think this is gonna work out fine. He'll be able to maintain control probably. Sure. That's fine. As you pull in, yeah, after you arrive, Bronson isn't anywhere to be seen. Jackalor doesn't notice anything either.
Did Bronson just Diablorize that guy?
You could check his aura if you suspect it. Okay.
Where did Bronson go?
Do you ask that?
No, I mean, where is Bronson?
Oh, he'll arrive sometime later.
Oh, he left the Chantry?
Yep.
And I suppose Dwight left the Chantry too?
Well, nobody saw, right?
Okay. Yeah.
You're gonna fucking lose both of them. It's gonna be awesome.
Well, that's overkill. I'm already.
You went out with Jason,
He'll probably
the
just
other
kill
guy
himself.
that can obfuscate Gerard. So yeah, Lyosha is just around, taking his turn, guarding downstairs. Sad that he can't look at the desk anymore, that he has work to do. What does Malik do after he has arrived back? No one seems to be on the front door at the moment, strangely enough.
Catatonic, I'm just gonna walk into the library.
Okay. Gianna just sits at the table, looks at the cameras, which I assume are working now.
Yeah, they're working.
Bronson walks in like half an hour later. Grim look on his face. Walks in.
I noticed it, but I don't care.
He looks up at you
What
like...
do I need to do to check Bronson's aura?
You need to have Auspex too, I think, which you might
Oh,
not have.
Don't have.
Then you can't.
I'll check it.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to.
No, go ahead and roll for it, it's fine. Okay. You don't see any black veins, but you do see a lot of tightly called anger and a sense of grim satisfaction in Bronson's aura.
Oh, so it was just a little bit of torture. Not a problem.
Yeah, I'm sure that Dwight will show up any day now. He just wander off like Malkavians do. There wasn't any bloody murder in the night with fangs and claws, I'm sure.
Nope.
Time to call the prince. Time to call the prince.
And the Lord?
Nah, the Lord can wait. I've got business to take care of with the prince.
Okay, go ahead and call.
Yorick is busy trying to research exactly what this creature is.
Okay, you can make an intelligence occult roll with extra dice and lower difficulty if you're using the library to do that.
That was the idea. Yep.
I think that I would tell Yorick that I know that he's a Bali summon that has a classic hold of the Bali things.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So,
You can make a
difficulty?
roll +2 dice, -1 difficulty, so difficulty 5.
Okay.
As you search through the
Decided
books.
to roll a bunch of ones, but that's alright. 2 successes.
Yeah, with what Raffaello, or sorry, Julio, or is it Raffaello? With what Julio tells you, you are able to not just go off of someone's hearsay, but you are able to definitively prove that it is indeed a creature from some dark alternate dimension, that it is very much a one of these creatures of demonic origin that burn with a cold fire.
Sweet. So yeah, definitely polydemon thing that they summon.
The carpet is gradually turning black from all the spilled crap. It seems like it's generating new blood even though its head is off, like parts of it are still alive.
Can I just touch the thing's blood and use my path of blood to check about it?
You can try. Are you sure you want to give me a gift like this, though? You know I'll use it.
Just let me use my occult to see if it's a good idea or not.
I'm not sure that's so much an occult as it is, just a straight up intelligence roll.
Okay. It might go wrong. It might vary from creature to creature, and whatever energies are A, still in the body or in the blood, and B, how strong the connection to its home plane is. It might be that your mind could be sucked into hell, or it might be that nothing bad at all happens.
Yeah, it seems a little bit dangerous. I will stay away.
Okay. Yorick, the material seems to retain the shape that it had on the creature. You can bend it. It moves like a thick skin, like it bends, but at the same time it does not retain the shape you set it.
Aha.
Possibly you need to figure out some way to shape it that involves magic before you can actually make it into a human-fitting piece of armor.
Magic or science.
Or science.
Or science.
Or you could just try to use willpower points and command it to stay the shape you want it to be. That might work. Or a ritual.
I think going science would be a great route to go. Start experimenting with bits of it to see if I can get it into a set shape.
Okay. So we can go with that being what you have been doing. Why don't you roll me intelligence science for this scientific method?
Sure. Difficulty?
6. With, again, number of successes determining how clear and,
Okay. That is base difficulty, just to make sure, right?
Do you have a bonus to science? I thought you had mechanical aptitude and crafts bonus, though.
Nope. I spent 6 merit points on 3 different skills, one of which is science.
Okay, difficulty 4 then. Okay. You are able to tell that it doesn't behave in a scientific fashion. The idea is behind an experiment. Behind a scientific theory, the idea is that an experiment can be replicated under the same conditions. It seems to react in different ways to to the same materials and acids and heat and everything, really. After a while you realize that it seems to react to your emotional state, and it seems to regenerate, growing colder as it does so when it's damaged. Also, subtract a point of blood, as it seems to suck the life out of you as you handle it in order to repair itself. But it does seem like it would be an armor, if shaped into an armor, that would be virtually indestructible. It would just require, take blood out of you in order to repair itself as it got damaged.
That's cool.
It is also extremely light and flexible, and it does seem that when you get frustrated, it seems to be more willing to retain its shape for a while. When you apply some sort of mental force to the task of shaping it. Something along the lines of, stay this way, gods damn it, is more effective than just hammering on it. Almost like it's reacting more to your spirit than to your physical efforts.
Hmm. I see. Interesting.
There is no problem that the armor will yeah, consume your soul and you become a demon.
I'm,
Totally
sh-
safe.
I'm sure you won't become a hybrid creature, right? Because that never happened in the Alien franchise, right?
So, with 8
Well, I would.
successes, could I tell if I could make more armor by giving it blood on pieces of it?
Have you tried pouring blood on it?
You said it took at least 1 point.
Yes, but that is sucking it out through contact, like just sucking your life force out. Do you want to spill actual physical vitae on it?
Hmm.
You won't lose extra blood if you decide that that is part of the experiments, but are you sure you want to do that?
Are you sure that you
I'm
want
really
to give
tempted
your
to do
blood
it
to a
on a
devil?
very small piece.
Okay.
For science. There's 4 vampires here. It's alright, no 5.
It actually doesn't seem to react. The blood just stays there.
Hmm.
It's almost like it needs to feed off the spirit of a living being, which can then be replenished with vitae, and not feed off the blood directly.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay.
Science.
For science, I will turn you into a piece of armor.
Yeah, that piece you spilled your blood over, it seems to love you a little bit more. But it might just be your imagination.
That's fine.
Maybe it's a vision from the Malkavians.
Well, I think that's enough over here. I'm gonna be I'll put this in my engineering place now.
Now, how about we finish dissecting this, see about its internal structure.
Yeah. Sure.
We'll just... I'll have Igor move the pieces of armor over when we're done.
Okay. Back to work.
Mm-hmm. And you are calling the prince in plain view of everyone.
Why wouldn't I? I'm not calling him about that. I'm calling him about. Well, I can go to my office.
It's up to you. You can call him from there. I'm sure it won't end badly.
Well, honestly, he doesn't care.
I never expected you to kill Chloe like that. I would have let her run if you hadn't frozen her in place like that. That just...
It just
Yeah, you would have let her
it
run, and
acted
she would have came
so
back and killed us.
perfectly because he was so confused and said, "You know what? Give me some time. Freeze
And
her."
Yeah, that explosion of darkness is actually what... That triple botch is what attracted the werewolf. It sensed the taint. Cause that was...
Anyways, on the phone with the prince.
The prince picks up after a while. Yes, Malik, I am at my mansion. I expected you to... Well, I expected you to be at the tower already, actually.
Apologies, we got held up here. I'll tell you all about it when I get there. Do you want me to come personally, or would you like me to send someone else while I take care of some things here? I'll be glad to come.
As long as that someone is an expert in the path of blood, or at least as much of an expert as you have, it doesn't have to be you personally.
Do you hold any? Would you be frustrated if I sent Julio, the man whom you took his arm?
Regent, it will be a sad day indeed when I can't school a single neonate. You can send him over.
Okay, just didn't want to insult you. Thank you, my prince.
Yes. Good evening.
Meanwhile, I can just look at the Violet's book and see if I can identify it with occult.
Okay.
You're not doing anything.
Yes, they are. They are both at the circle. Violet is scribbling notes and comparing shit.
Julio,
Wait just a sec.
no. Go to
Let-
the prince's mansion. Now.
Let him make the roll to see what's going on. She seems to be analyzing the structure of the spell to the best of her ability, using a lot of reference works and instruction manuals to figure it out. Almost as if she's planning to alter it in some way. That silence. I love that silence.
Let's go, Malik.
Run
Oh, I'm
away!
not going.
Run away!
Oh, I'm not going at all. You drive?
Yes,
One-handed.
but it won't be very good, with just my left arm.
Oh, yes, I understand. I'll see if I can find someone that can come with you. I believe Bronson can come.
Oh, and
Yeah, and I'm still there. I was just moving my token.
yeah,
It's
just
the same
move
we're walking
near
in.
him, where he's nearby and safe on his hears. Violet is strange. She's checking the ritual. Be careful.
Yes, well, I appreciate you. Bronson, could you take Julio to the prince's house? Or to the prince's mansion?
Well, I need to finish this and then I need to go and see about having some sort of a security force. Now that Chloe's dead.
I wince. Bronson.
There is a strange look on his face. Almost like he's coldly furious. And
Bronson, come.
roll with stealth. Meanwhile, Gerard, to make sure you don't get the cops on you. Yes, yes. What is it? Wits, not dexterity, incidentally.
Mm-hmm. That would be correct.
Spend willpower, okay.
I need someone strong to help hold the Chantry together. And I need someone who can help take care of Julio, take Julio to the prince's mansion.
Me and Jenna need to
we're in a very-
go out anyway. We can drop him off on our way. Not that it's on our way, but...
Thank you.
He whispers
Bronson?
into your ear. I make sure people will know not to fuck with our people. Walks out.
I kind of don't care. Like, I don't even think about it. My mind's not even there.
Roll wits plus... what do you have? Politics. Let's go with politics to realize what he meant. That would still be a 10. Bronson has criminal leanings. Maybe he sent a message, the way Mafia does sometimes.
Whatever.
Just wanted Malkavian, right? Who cares?
Whatever.
Okay. Malik doesn't care
So-
anymore. Just dead inside.
Oh, he'll eventually snap out of this. He's just he's in a bad place.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ashmet whispers, told you so. Should have listened to me.
Maybe.
And so the corruption begins.
No, he's not going to corrupt me.
Gianna, meanwhile, and Bronson, along with Julio, head out. And Gerard comes after with Jason after they have left. Right, Bronson swings by the prince's tower, and after that, the prince's servants take you to his mansion, or one of his mansions possibly, where you see a vast occult library, better than yours, filled with books on many different thaumaturgy rituals, and many different thaumaturgy paths, almost as if someone had systematically looted the old Chantry for everything of value. He might have stolen them from you, yes, Jackalor, and he might be a fucker like that. That is,
One more thing on my why I hate the prince list.
he smirks at you as he sees you realize what has happened there. He gives no fucks. He's like, yeah, bitch, what you gonna do about it?
Well, at least I can just check
That
on
is
some
actually a
rituals while
serious
I'm
problem.
teaching him.
I mean, he has permission to know thaumaturgy, right? He is licensed to use magic now, in theory.
By the way, we need to kill him quickly before he gets a pot of blood tree.
More like the Tremere as a whole will now, at this point, regard him as a threat. If we ever bother telling them.
I
I
mean,
think
the
we
Lord
also
knows.
need to call the other Chantry's intervention to help.
We would actually be able to literally get most of the nearby Tremere Chantries to come and help kill him now.
Well, we'll see how that plays out. Funny thing
That's
is
not gonna
that that was like an officially approved trade, right? I mean, him stealing books, that's different, obviously, but, you know, Camarilla as a whole might back him because he has, in his own way, been acting completely above the board with things he has been doing.
Yeah.
Well, I think we
Doesn't
need
stop
to
the
tell
Tremere
this to
from
Chuck
being
Norris.
super mad about this kind of stuff.
You can try and assassinate him, that's fine. Julio, roll intelligence occult for me. Yes, it looks like the prince just had a few things he couldn't figure out on his own. Because there are some things you need to actually experience firsthand to truly understand, and you need someone to help you through them. But he had most of it figured out. He was very close to getting this to work on his own, even if he hadn't secured your help. He's like literally right on the edge of being able to use thaumaturgy. And Jackalor, do you really want to go to the Sabbat with this? Is that a good idea?
Malik might go to the Sabbat.
Well, I was thinking that I was the only one going to the Sabbath. That's good.
Malik may go to the Sabbat. He wants to see the Camarilla burn.
So we have our next campaign.
He
We all
doesn't.
are premieres on the Sabbath.
That literally made no sense. You have... Oh, wait.
No, he's
You know what?
not thinking
it makes
rationally.
sense to kill the prince. You should really want to kill the prince.
Me?
What
Yes.
is Julio's willpower?
Yes.
Current willpower, that is.
I think that is 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Wolfgang would do this, just in case this works. What was it? With subterfuge? Yeah, I think that is appropriate. Spending a willpower, of course. What would it be? Yep, that sounds good.
Just got one.
Yep. Okay. So I assume the memory comes back in bits and pieces over the next week or
It
so.
depends on how well he actually words the memory, really. If it's just shoddy, yeah, it'll come back pretty within a.
So it's possible for it not to come back with a single success?
If he actually words it really, really well, that it's actually almost completely natural for the memory itself, yes.
Okay. You seem to recall, now that I think about it. Well, that's the thing. Would that act as a modification in that case?
Yes, you did not even get enough to completely erase a memory in the first place. You can only do a modification right now.
Oh, I thought it was modification was at 3 successes and
I
erasure
think you
was at
got
1
it.
or 2.
No, I think you got the opposite there. Eraser is 3, modifying is 1. I can go check real fast.
I'm pretty sure in V20 it was... Because I've looked this up before. For Malik at least.
No matter, cannot pursue. No, the forgetful mind.
Okay, so what's going on? The prince is messing with my head.
Essentially, yeah,
May
he is
remove a
blotting out
single
your
memory,
memory.
lasts 1 day. Okay, never mind. 1 success is very bad. 2 successes would have been good enough for permanent memory removal, but you're right, they did change it. Apparently they decided modifying was too powerful.
Yeah. Yeah, your memory of what happened fades and you realize several hours later, a couple of hours before dawn, that you have no memory of what happened there. And it might well return, but it's not there right now. Apparently the prince fucked with your head.
Can I spend willpower to recover my memory?
No, but
Not
someone else
really.
can try to dominate you and recover it.
That is a thing.
Well, sadly nobody in the Chantry can dominate me. Maybe if I talk with the Lord, but
Malik can,
can he?
definitely.
You're only at difficulty 8. You're not actually impossible to dominate. Really hard, but not impossible.
Yep,
But I am 10th generation.
so is he.
So,
He diablerized way down from his starting.
Oh,
Malik has jumped 2 generations since the start of this.
Yep. Yeah, in any case, Bronson and Gianna come back at some point. Gerard and Jason is... You can do a hunt or two while you're out there if you want to stay out longer with Jason. What about Malik?
He's
go-
just walking around in a daze.
Okay. Hey, Yorick. How's
Oh,
it
hey.
going with the thing?
It's a very interesting creature. I might be able to do something. It seems to react more to states of mind and feelings rather than any kind of real physical attributes to it. But besides that, I was about to set in a call for, the alarm systems and the intercom thing.
At 5 a.m., 4 a.m.?
You can set up a buy order for that kind of stuff.
Oh, right, the internet, right. Yeah, fine, whatever.
Mhm.
Gods, we're gonna have to use Violet to pick it up, won't we?
It depends if they do delivery or not. I can probably get it here within
Oh,
a
yes,
day or
because
so.
leaving a paper trail with our actual address is such a good idea.
Hey, everyone else knows. But yeah, most likely we need Violet or someone to pick it up.
Yes, don't bring stuff here. I'm in charge of security and I'm telling you, don't bring
Mhm.
stuff here, okay?
Yep. Okay. York goes, gets into, hey, get this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
alarm system.
Jackalore. That I assume is a hunting roll. That's enough for 2 people to be caught in your horrible, horrible fangs. So go ahead and up your blood pool. I assume you're not taking more than 2. Okay. Gianna walks up to Malik. Hey, are you okay?
Just stare at her.
I keep going over it in my mind, but I don't think there was anything we could have done there.
I just stare at her. And I walk to my bed, and I just walk back to my office.
Violet, meanwhile, is scribbling stuff around the edges of the ritual, almost making a second circle around it.
Why the guys that are, looking at the circle don't say, hey, stop making more demonic stuff?
Because they assume it's cool. She's acting on the Regent's orders. She's their servant, right? She's Tremere Ghoul. She knows what she's doing, clearly. I'm sure it's not a problem.
Is that the time where Ashmet says to Malik that he needs to kill Violet?
Ashmet says no such thing. Almost as if Ashmet doesn't care. Or doesn't want Violet dead. Dum dum dum.
Oh, so she's good. She's with Ashmet.
Suddenly, I just scream from my office as loud as I can.
Okay. Just this anguished cry of animal pain.
Just an unearthly scream, just an unhumanly scream of just anger and despair.
Violet perks up. Walks in.
Get the fuck out.
I
Leave.
have a feeling that you kind of need someone right now.
Close the door.
She closes it. You see her hand tighten on the cross in her pocket, like she is afraid that you might leap at her, as if at a mage.
No. Sit down. And I guess we'll just sit here in quiet. Just total silence.
I saw what happened.
Yes.
Bronson took Dwight back towards the Malkavian's place, I think.
Does he care? Does Malik care? He doesn't.
After Bronson told him that he sent a message, practically.
Does he make the connection? Should we try to see if he makes the connection?
You rolled with politics, and you made a connection, but you were too dazed at the moment. But the knowledge is in your head that something happened there, clearly, that Bronson sent a message.
I would say I'm still too dazed to figure out what's going on, really.
That's up to you. I mean,
Totally oblivious.
your child...
Possibly to the point of willful ignorance, because I don't want to let anything in right now.
Roll willpower to repress. Let's see how good
right.
you are at
At
blocking
what
out.
difficulty?
6.
Oh, that's right. I got to do it at a lower difficulty or a higher, well, I have dice pool here. I have a negative on my dice pool.
Yeah. Nope. Bronson just probably just slammed the fucker against the wall, made sure that He was scared shitless. Probably nothing bad happened there. It's not like Bronson is an expert fighter who excels at hand-to-hand or ripping someone's throat out with his fangs, right?
What would Malik do if he found out? Would he pat him on the back?
I think Malik
What
would
would he
congratulate him. He might tell the Lord what happened, but he would not rat Bronson out to the Camarilla.
Okay.
But that's what I think.
There's just a bigger problem brewing because of that.
I mean, murdering a member of the Camarilla in cold blood like that is... I'm sure it's not a big deal.
Oh, don't worry. I'm positive the other Malkavians didn't hear the death cries through the network.
Yeah. Well, Malik let him fend for himself. Is this the link that destroys the Chantry for good? This might be. Because now Malik's not in any position to really lead. Now is he? Of course, if he pulls through, he could be the best leader the Tremere has ever known. Because he'll be cold.
You feel an arm wrap around your shoulders as someone comforts you.
I just turn and look at him. I don't think you need to be here.
Yeah, well, I told you. I would see it if you needed me. What's up?
Violet, meanwhile, is just standing there watching.
She's sitting like, where the fuck did this guy come from? Like, huh? What? Like, huh? Just...
You know you don't need to be here. You should have ran. You should have left the city because people are looking for you.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. It's me and some of the other guys. We keep in touch. Some Bruja tried to ambush some of us, but, you know, we saw it written in the stars what was gonna happen, so we, you know, took care of it. We have their bodies staked in a basement. It's fine.
Are you real, or did I deal with demontation today? Please tell me this is all like a hallucination. This is all just a nightmare.
I don't know. Fuck! Am I hallucinating again? Ah! Starts running around the edge of the room, just screaming. No! No, not again!
And I
sit here. No! Just howling his lungs out. He runs up to you. Please, please, tell me I'm not dreaming again. Please, please tell me this is real.
What will Malik say?
I have no fucking
Malik's
idea.
dreaming. Malik's dreaming. This isn't real. Nothing's happening. This is Ashmit messing without Malik. That's how he feels right now.
You are a figment of my imagination. This night is a figment of my imagination.
What discipline
This can't be
does
happening.
Daryl have? Oh, it's mostly that.
I'm dreaming. This is all a dream.
But if I'm in your dream, that means you created me. And that means I'm not real. And no, yes, no, 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 yes, no, yes, no, wait.
This is...
What? What were we talking about?
Oh. This is a good one, Ashmit. You sly asshole. What was your name again? I forgot your name. Did you ever give me a name?
He seems to be whispering, Ashmet, Ashmet. That name seems to claw at the edges of my mind. Who is Ashmet?
Oh, that's funny.
He
Thank you
laughs
for-
like, what are we laughing at?
Thanks for the visit, friend.
Okay. Hey, you know, if you ever want to learn dementation, I think you could pick it up pretty easily. He obfuscates and walks out.
That's right, Violet. This is all just dreams. We're all just in a dream. Dreams within a dream.
Okay. Is the Fist of God something she can invoke as an act of will, or is it automatic? Can she turn it off?
As far as I know, that shit is automatic.
Okay.
Are you about to kill me?
Oh god! No,
You just killed me, didn't you?
Possible.
it's not automatic. That would be just too fucked up.
It depends. It's up to you.
It's
The way it comes about is literally up to you and the character that has it.
You can
Uh,
have her thump me in the ear if you were going to make her slap me or something.
let's just see how much damage she can do with her force strength total, counting potents. So
Just
that's,
don't kill me, please, because I'd like to live.
That is 3 of bashing, which means that you have to soak 1. As she backhands you across the face, hurting her hand in the process, just shaking it like, motherfucker. Did you fail the soak?
Wait, I should have took that down too.
No.
Just take down 2 of that.
Soak doesn't go down, and we're gonna go with...
Okay.
From now on, we're gonna go with the strength at least, not going down as well, because... Fuck that shit. That was always like a pain in the ass to go with. No, Malik notices it stings, but it isn't that bad. It looks like she hurt her hand a lot more than she hurt you.
Are you okay?
Just snap the fuck out of it, okay? You need to deal with this. We have a rip in reality in the other room, goddammit. You can't break down right now, okay? She grabs you by the shoulders. Listen, you said there are bad things out there, okay? So we need to deal with this crap. You can't break down on me now, okay? We need to fix this.
I lost the love of my life.
Just... fuck's sake. I understand, okay? Really, I do. But those creatures aren't gonna wait for you to get better. You said you wanted to make something of your damned existence. Well, this is how it happens, okay? It's gonna be tough. You need to deal with it.
They did it. It was them.
Yes,
It was
it
them.
was them. The devil
It's
takes
all
many
them.
forms. The devil takes many forms, and he's our enemy. We need to defeat him. Okay?
Oh,
So
Violet,
focus.
Violet, what we're dealing with is worse than even the devil. But I will bring it down with my bare hands if I can.
I'm back.
Okay, Gerard walks in, I suppose, sometimes around this. Jana seems to be watching the cameras.
So what the fuck happened?
Malik is breaking down. A Malkavian visited. Business as usual.
I
Okay,
am
roll.
back already, or I am still at the prince?
You arrive back as well. Okay. As you pull up, you notice a red sports car in the parking lot. That wasn't there before, Julio.
Hey, Gerard.
And
Do you
Gerard
know-
notices the blonde Gangrel, who again heads off if you try to move towards her with celerity. almost as if they're watching you.
Nothing.
Just walks on by, saying hi. Violet, meanwhile, is telling Malik about the books she went through. Okay,
I knock on the door.
Violet stops in mid-sentence as she was telling you about something about diffusing the runic circle safely. Malik?
Come in. Is it
Malik,
done?
I need to talk with you. I don't remember what happened at the prince's place. I think that he made something with my memory.
I'm in a really bad way right now. I can't dominate very well. Maybe I can try. And it's manipulation, leadership to recover memories, right?
No, it's with subterfuge for
With
memory.
subterfuge. Oh, I would actually do better with that. Okay.
Difficulty 8. Think you need more successes to actually
here's the
recover
hope.
the memories?
Yep, that is
Here's
correct.
hoping.
I can just.
How many
Can I
successes
just
do I need?
open my mind to let him see what happened?
Not
There's
with
not really a way to do
memories.
that.
Okay, the memories come flooding back, and Julio tells you about the massive library of plundered lore that the prince has.
What do I do? What would I do? Would I lose it? Right
Oh,
here?
wait. I just read up on it just to make sure. Is his dominate higher than the prince's?
Nope.
Or even equal to?
Nope.
No.
Sure,
Can't
still
do
not.
it. Nope,
So I don't know anything.
Cannot do it.
Is there any way in which he can fuck up those memories so they're not recoverable while trying to do this?
Only if he botches. But he also, it's a wit's empathy if they're trying to recover them.
Oh,
Subterfuge.
is that lower than your subterfuge?
My
No.
subterfuge is 3.
And your empathy?
3.
No, it would be the same roll, so doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to keep my rolls equal, if possible.
What? You're not gonna super specialize like me?
No. Because I'd like to be able to, like, use my perception rolls and be able to see stuff that's supernatural and also things that are just useful.
You don't
Well-
want to be unable to tell anything about what's going on, except, be awesome at certain things?
Okay.
I like being very balanced.
So if you're gonna call the Lord tonight, I think we can do that, but we should start wrapping up.
Okay, I'll get on the phone with the Lord.
Okay.
Y'all need to. You two should leave while I talk to the Lord.
You sure, Malik?
Yes, I think I'll be okay.
Okay.
And I'm doing auspics.
On
I'm just
what
putting-
Meanwhile, I
specifically?
just look at the.
I'm
new
just seeing if
circle that
anybody's in
Violet
here.
made.
Huh. Doesn't seem like it.
Okay.
It's not like the Malkavians with their Eye of Chaos can see when you'll be looking for them and not be there.
Well, still. Alright. On the phone.
It's not like Eyes of Chaos is literally whatever the EST wants it to be, right?
Mm-hmm. Such an awesome thing to put on NPC characters, though. You are asking Yorick, right?
I decided we're relegating this to basically type instead. I need to switch to York while I'm doing this, actually.
I mean,
How are you doing with that demon carcass?
Oh, it responds. It seems to respond to mental and emotional responses instead of any real physical ones. It'll take a while to really figure out how to get it to stay in one form.
Gerard just nods.
You see, I even tried putting nitric acid on it. Then I put a piece of some blood in it, and it actually absorbed some of my blood in some kind of weird transfusion effect from contact with my skin.
Gerard is no longer there. Yorick just talking to himself, going off. Okay, the Lord. You once again reach his servant first. Yes, the Lord wanted me to pass on a message. You will need to appear at the tribunal to reach a final verdict on, well, the case dealing with demonic influences. The Lord told me to pass on the message that you shouldn't be worried, that it's fine, but it's really a formality in your case.
Sure. I would like to speak with the Lord.
Yes, of course. After a while, Cornelius walks in, sits down. Yes,
My lord. My lord? Oh, wow. The Lord is getting another call. Oh, where have we left off? He doesn't know about the hole being reopened.
Nope.
Doesn't know about any of that. My lord, the Bali had returned, I suspect. Not sure if it's the same one, but it has to be the Bali. Gerard was the one that witnessed it, and he has reopened the gateway in the basement. Gerard was unstoppable.
You hadn't disassembled said gateway yet?
Well, we had closed it. It doesn't really respond to my chanting now, but I'm going to continue.
Chanting, what are you chanting exactly? How are you closing it?
He knows about the magic I used.
The Setite?
Yep.
He knows I used that.
Yes, that thing. Very well.
My lord, there's a lot that happened tonight. Actually, the Bali had sent over the first demon crossed over, and we had to take it down. We did. It wasn't much of a problem.
Does he who ran away?
I didn't run away. I ran away to hide something. I didn't run away out of fear.
You
Then
do
you
know
put it in
it doesn't look any different either way, right?
I know it doesn't look that way, but that's what happened. But I
Then
did come back in and pump the shotgun like a badass. Like, yeah, I got my gun. I'm ready.
Like that one derpy asshole that just walks in as the fight's over, like, let me at them.
Hey,
Yep.
the fight wasn't over, though.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. He came back.
It turned out not to be over, but it was when he came in.
Yep.
Well, yeah. In any case, my lord, we took him down. It took a little time. I kept the scroll safe because I was afraid it would make a beeline towards it and destroy it, knowing that it's a threat.
Yes, that was probably a good idea, since it's quite possibly your only tool for closing that thing.
Right. Chloe died, my ghoul. Frenzied Malkavian.
Well, that is very unfortunate.
Well, thank you, my lord. In any case, yeah, Chloe's dead. And
Are you gonna try and keep quiet what happened afterwards?
And we have a lot of prying ears in the Chantry right now. You sent me to a really, really hostile Camarilla city, it appears.
Did he really? Oh my
Did
fucking
he
god,
really?
with 9 dice.
He really just botched 9 dice.
Fuck's sake.
Can I at least finish?
It happens. It's a thing that happens.
Can I at least
That is fucking perfect.
That
Can I
doesn't
at least
look like
mention?
my-
Can I at least mention the hostility I feel like I've received from the prince, or not the prince, but the sheriff?
You can.
Seems like the prince harbors very little respect for our clan, and I've had one said. I've had one kindred come in and essentially brag that he was a part of the raid on our Chantry. And it also would seem that collecting on the boon, the prince, I sent Julio over, and
Well, you don't know that. You never actually got through to the memories, right?
no, but he did say his memories were altered,
Yes.
and the prince has sealed his memories.
Huh. Well,
Very
that
curious.
is curious, but that's hardly surprising. I
I
guess.
don't think it's-
I mean, we certainly won't have an accurate list of all the books the prince stole, but if he was interested in Thaumaturgy, it stands to reason that, as far as raiding the Chantry goes, well, he was the one who led the assault on it, personally, in fact.
Yes.
Where else would they have gone, really? It's more the ones from the individual havens that might have ended up elsewhere, but I expect that the stuff that survived, the self-destruct protocols in the Chantry, went to him.
There's more. Gerard had told me he was out patrolling the domain,
Mm-hmm.
and our new friend, the one with the true faith, met.
Let me just stop you
Yes.
right there.
Yes.
If a apprentice does something immensely stupid, admittedly, I might want to know so that I can tell you whether to handle it on your own, or whether I wish to be involved, but you don't need to report to me about your ghouls. If there's
Even
an
the one
exception
that,
to this, they're your servants and your pets. Deal with it. You have full authority over the Chantry.
Sure.
Such minor matters are up to you.
Sure. Do I tell him about Bronson? What Bronson said?
It's up to you, you're in charge. With that one, you could tell him that the sky was...
Should I roll for it? Let's say it slipped my mind. Should I roll for it before I hang up and see if it came back to me?
No. You remember we rolled for that already. It's
All right.
up to you if you want to tell. But right now with that botch, you could tell him that the sky was green and he might just believe you. He botched an
All right,
empathy roll with 9 dice. It's...
Woo!
it's...
But that's bad on me, though.
Uh,
No, it's not.
Not in this case. Sometimes the shit might fall
Okay.
downhill, like with the prince. Like he might misjudge things in a way that makes him misjudge things and hurts you as well at the same time, but apparently not in this
You
case.
know, like with my ghoul, talking to him.
In any case, Bronson did say that he sent a message to not mess with this clan. Don't know what he means.
Yes, you do. Like I said, we rolled for that. You can guess.
Don't know exactly what that means. I rolled willpower to willfully ignore what it meant, though.
And you scored exceptionally well. Fair enough.
He scored exceptionally well on self-delusion.
Yep. Sending
Yeah.
a message.
Though I am actually very good at self-delusion because I've been doing it for, 60 years now? So, remember? I was embraced in, the 60s. I'm just now accepting that I'm a supernatural thing.
I don't think you were embraced in the 60s. I did say something like 20-25 years max as a vampire at
Okay.
character creation, but
Alright, yeah. That's cool.
still, yeah, you have had practice. Sending a message. Well, that is interesting.
You know
Now,
Bronson.
apparently, the FBI are looking for both Bronson and Yorick in connection to some sort of a criminal organization in Springfield. And given that Bronson has had criminal ties, well, I suggest you find out what kind of a message he might have sent, and more importantly, if there is any way in which this could be proven to go back to us. And if it can be, if it's just empty accusations, well, let me explain how this works. We say with a smile on our face that we would never violate the rules of the Camarilla. And when the authorities aren't looking, we glare at the person we want to intimidate and draw a finger across our throat like so to indicate that they don't want to fuck with us. Ever.
Mm-hmm. We'll look into it.
Yes, please do. Don't get caught. Same as
Yes.
always.
Indeed. I have friends with the Nosferatu. They owe me a favor. Do you think that I could probably expunge Bronson and Yorick's record, at least on digital, the digital paper trail?
Well, I am not particularly aware of how good what remains of the Nosferatu in your city is at this, but you could certainly try to do this.
Maybe we'll look into that. Maybe there's another route, because as I have learned, favors are better than currency. I don't like spending them if I have them.
Yes, that is certainly a good idea. So this Bali,
Yes, I can tell you the one I met.
see, this is curious that he was able to walk in again and just open that thing up with Gerard right there.
I was
That
going
is-
to ask, if possible, could you get permission for another Tremere to come in and activate a ritual for kindred? Because obfuscated people can just walk around in the Chantry, and it's not secure.
I'm afraid not.
Yes,
Yeah.
I understand.
Boon, you're asking.
Wolfgang has agreed to allow neonates in to replace your losses if you should suffer any. But getting an established and experienced thaumaturge in there, even for a couple of days to set up various defenses, would be, I think,
Yeah,
modern people call it a tough sell.
right. Well, I'll just get back to work studying and working towards it myself.
Yes,
But
indeed.
couldn't hurt asking.
Feel free to do so.
All right. Thank you, my lord.
Yes, of course. Keep me in the loop, Malik.
I will.
You do have that bone of lies. You could always question Bronson with it.
I kind of don't care.
Even after the Lord told you to, make sure that it's not a problem.
I might bring it. Well, I don't have the bone of lies yet, do I? Did I deliver it today?
No, the stuff is already delivered. It was all
Oh,
delivered
okay. Sure.
previously. It's
Sure. Okay.
like
Alright.
unmarked boxes. It took you a while to realize exactly what was in there. kind of thing.
Sure.
So you can pick up a vertebrae from someone's spine and hand it to Bronson.
All right, Gerard is under suspicion probably because of that.
Well, the Lord was mildly troubled.
Sorry, Jackalore.
You could call Bronson down here if you wanted to quickly pull it out of him.
Sure.
Okay.
We don't have an intercom though.
You can just like send him an SMS or something. He comes down, sits.
Bronson, earlier today you said something to me. I'm only going to ask this one time. Maybe it won't be one time.
Are you making him hold the bone?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm going to activate, I'm going to read his aura.
Okay.
That's a perception, awareness
Nope.
deal, right?
Empathy.
Empathy?
Yep.
Okay. Even better.
Difficulty 8.
It's hard reading people's auras, man.
Okay. It does not seem to be trying to open the gate any wider. Bacon. It seems to be designed to channel the energy away from the circle as it is released, grounding it safely. Try not to smudge any lines as you walk around there.
I asked for if Violet could lend me the book for a while to see if I can help her.
Yeah, you can do that. The books are all around there. She just motions for you to participate. And Bronson, what do you want to read in his aura? Essentially lie detect as you talk to him, see how he reacts?
Yeah, basically. Can he tell I'm doing it?
Maybe. Maybe he
Oh,
doesn't
well.
care. You don't know.
Alright. Bronson, what did you mean earlier by you took care of it?
He just... the faint smile he had on his face goes away. Nothing. Nothing in particular.
What do I know from this?
He seems confused and slightly nervous.
Nothing at all. And you thought it important to tell me earlier. Curious.
Let me just roll secretly. Okay. That's good to know.
Tell me exactly what you meant earlier when you said this, and nothing will not suffice.
Just that I set Dwight outside our territory and told him never to come back and made sure he knew exactly how much I meant it.
Wait a minute. Now let's see what do I gather from that? Does he still seem very nervous?
Yep, same as before.
I grab the bone and I put it on the desk and I say, "Hold this," and say exactly what you just said to me.
Let's see if Bronson has enough intelligence occult to know what it is. Nope. Not a level 4 ritual, not with only one dot in occult, not with only one success.
Not with all these together. We do not.
Yep, he picks it up and says, I took him out where no one could see us, and I ripped his throat open, like he deserved, after what he did. The bone darkens slightly.
Put the bone back on the table, Bronson.
He seems confused, like, tough.
I didn't
What?
mean to say that.
I facepalm for a bit. A slight, if he's very perceptive, a very slight, satisfied look might actually come over my face.
What's his empathy like? Let's see if he notices. Yep, he notices. He smiles slightly as well. You can see a faint blush of satisfaction flow across his pale vampire aura.
How do you know this won't come back to haunt us?
Well, who gives a fuck? That fucker killed Chloe.
Yes, well, everybody here wants us dead. And I think the best revenge is for us to live and to live well. And for us to gain control again, or gain our previous control again over this Chantry.
See? It's fine. Bronson took revenge. It's all okay. Scales have been balanced.
What's the lamest line he's ever heard? In any case, oh, fuck you. It is the best revenge.
Okay.
Alright, you know, let's ponder on this for a minute. You're sure that this is nothing that can come back to hurt us, though?
As sure as I
Right.
can be, yes.
What measures did you take to make sure that this wasn't going to come back on our plan?
Well, I managed to lead him into a quiet little warehouse, well away from prying eyes, and I made sure we weren't followed by any vehicles, and I took care of it.
And he was a Malkavian, right?
Yes, indeed. Didn't
Does it not
really
make
put
sense?
up that much of a fight.
Did you ever take into consideration that Malkavians don't fully die, if that makes sense?
And
They're part of a vast network of madness.
roll
No, no, no.
intelligence occult.
What is your intelligence occult? Is that a 5/5? I do not think it is.
You have heard a few rumors about some Malkavians speaking with the voice of a deceased Malkavian once or twice, but
Okay, so
that's
I didn't even
just
say
general
that.
weirdness.
That is very, very high level stuff for a person to know at all.
Okay.
Yep.
Even rumor, though, would be something to be for cause for alarm, right?
Well,
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
heard rumors about Malkavians speaking in voices.
Sure. Then, in any case, I said that to him to see what he would say, even if I don't really know if it's true.
Just recount a rumor. Bronson just
Yeah, so recounted the
shrugs.
rumor.
Who gives a fuck if they can't prove anything? All it does is add to our reputation.
What reputation is that?
Like
Usurpers.
people not to
Usurpers.
be fucked with.
Usurpers.
Oh dear.
Vampires. You've heard the rumors about us.
Who cares? That fucker killed Chloe. It's like you haven't even noticed.
Oh, I've noticed.
This I definitely think that that our dear ST here is going to be making some rolls out of this game and seeing how things turn out.
Perhaps perception occult for the Malkavian primogen?
There's a lot of things. If you're actually using the network, it's actually wits, but it would be wits Malkavian time and that kind of shit. But that's if you
Yeah.
actually use those rules.
Yeah, and
Oh,
those were
awesome.
in previous editions and they don't necessarily port over that well.
That one's actually from the revised clan book and is considered about the same as V20.
Well, whatever.
A
We'll
piece
see.
of a moment of satisfaction won't go a very long way when we're staked and put out into the sunlight. But I'll take your word for it. I will relay this to the Lord, see what he has to say about it.
Give me a second. Let me just see what Lyosha's...
V20 is the latest edition.
let me see what Lyosha's Auspex rating is. Nope, he can't hear you. Not with only 1 dot of heightened senses. Okay, so... Experience. What have you learned?
Do I even have to say it?
Well,
It's blood now.
Just fuck this shit. I try to be nice, but fuck this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So you're essentially taking Bronson's position?
You know what? I am. A bit smarter, a bit less brash about it. But yeah,
Fuck him.
yeah, I am taking that approach.
Meanwhile, you haven't noticed, but Alberta has sent you over a new car as a gift for the new regent.
Oh, I hate her so much.
She's just trying to be friendly.
What new car? I don't even see a new car.
You can pick out a fancy sportsmobile as long as it's like a red 2-seater convertible kind of thing, just completely useless for practical things, just a luxury vehicle for the regent. Befitting of your status, of course.
Well, I don't know what I would want, but okay.
Like you can literally have a Ferrari right now.
Yeah, but a Ferrari is so 1980s.
It's up to you, you can think on it.
Okay.
It's up to you, Jackalor. If you can think of something that you have learned, that's fine. If not, well then, that's fine too. Bacon.
I learned lots of stuff today. I hate Prince more because he erased my memory. I think that Liam is not a bad guy, but he thinks that I am stupid, but I like him a little bit. And I realized that Malik is a pussy, and he's very, very bad at being a regent.
Okay.
And I liked a little bit the sheriff when he said that Malik's licking the prince's boots.
Okay.
I also don't trust Violet a little bit. He thinks that she's doing something strange.
Okay. Okay. Malik meanwhile gives no fucks about the mage's connection, since Violet is supporting him. Yorick, what have you learned?
Well, first of all, there's apparently many different types of demons across the board. Besides that, the carapace was very interesting. Apparently, most people can just suddenly really die, just suddenly, if Yorick is not there trying to help them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, these are all true things, apparently.
Yes. Jackalor says that Gerard learned that Malik would not act against Violet, so he might have to take matters into his own hands. Okay, and moments of awesomeness, either for the player characters or the NPCs. Who stood out this session as a character?
I think that Yorick fighting the devil when the demon appeared and he just shot him and they took 5 health.
Yorick did that.
I nominate Malik simply because that was really. Can we just name a roleplay rather than badassery for this? Because
Yeah, roleplay qualifies for that. Just anything that makes for an awesome game kind of a moment.
yeah, that was awesome. I love that. Continue falling into despair. Regrow yourself. Become stronger. Kill the prince.
So, if you want to turn your nature to a sociopath or a bravo or a sadist, I would be willing to, accept that.
Sadist sounds fun. Sociopath doesn't, because a sociopath doesn't understand.
No, he just wants to pile the bodies high. He gives no fucks anymore, like
Yeah, he
literally.
doesn't care. He only cares about himself, so he doesn't even care about empathy or anything. But I don't want to get that way. I actually want to enjoy giving pain.
Sadist sounds correct.
Well, you can think on it.
No, I'm not thinking on it. I'm a sadist. He wants blood.
But would that necessarily be like a fundamental shift in his character, or this thing? It's like a visceral reaction. Your nature.
We
There
can
is-
slowly fall into it.
Yeah, there is what your
That's where I'm
actual
going.
goals are. Like, I consider the prince my enemy. I want these fuckers to crawl, and then there is just like on a primal level enjoying hurting people.
I can say this, there's a pyramid. Just like there's a pyramid of kindred, and there's a pyramid within the Chantry and everything. There's a pyramid of enemies with the prince at the top, the Bali at the top as well. Well, maybe below the prince. Sheriff next to the Bali, because I really hate the sheriff after his little thing. Because at that moment when I even said something, I was trying to be a good Camarilla citizen. So he might have actually pushed me over to go, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter if I'm loyal.
Now you're starting to understand the Camarilla, right?
They don't care if you're loyal. Screw them.
Same
And he's
bullshit
almost
politics,
finished.
right?
Mm-hmm. Just BS politics. We will play the game. We will play the game well. We will live well, Jackalore.
What about Bronson? I thought the idea of him just quietly, without anyone noticing, just walking out
That's
with Dwight and
badass.
put him down. I think that's
The only reason that doesn't seem too badass is mainly because one needed it, just like that, very stealthily, very planned, very calculating. But I do think that's pretty badass from his character perspective.
yeah,
It develops
just
his character, and I like that.
yeah. You can send Bronson out, and he'll make people vanish for you, right?
Gianna put her neck out on the line, though. Like, really, in front of everybody.
I
And she-
actually
and she
do
helped me
think that
take
is
care of something.
badass for Jana.
Mm-hmm.
So nominate those two NPCs.
You think both
Raphael
of
is
the
actually not even at the top of my list, believe it or not. He's like a third tier.
yeah, Raffaello is off to the side. He's just distracting you right now, making sure you
Yeah,
don't
he's
come
just
after
he's a
him.
mild distraction. He's with the gangrel. But Joseph and the sheriff are next to. Do you want me to send a list of my enemies so that if I ever actually get a chance to torture them?
Also, I hope you guys don't think that Raffaello is able to join the Sabbat. The Sabbat hate infernalism quite a bit too.
Yeah. In
Assuming
fact,
they
I
know.
took this to a.
Assuming they know, that is correct.
I took this to a forum, and I've actually been told by people like, why don't you team up with a Sabbat? And I'm like, no.
That is
But
actually
apparently
one of
that's
the
actually
situations that
a common thing for the
yeah.
Camarilla to team up with the Sabbat to deal with Infernalists. Because
That
they
is
all
true.
hate. So,
yeah. They hate them so much it's a discard
then
the
again,
enemy
there are
thing
some-
and just kill them.
Then again, there are some STs that the Bali and the Sabbat actually work hand in hand because their whole goal is, the Sabbat's goal is to
Yeah.
bring down the Camarilla and everything, and the Bali's goal is just to let the world burn. So they kind of align.
So,
not really.
points-wise.
Not actually lore-wise, but
So points-wise, so you think that both Gian and Bronson deserve not just 2 points for like participation, but the maximum of 3 points that an NPC can get?
Hmm.
Sure, yeah.
I put both of those forward.
Okay.
I almost want to put the prince forward for becoming absolute hated by Malik, but hey, that's not really a thing.
I don't count the prince's experience points on a point-to-point basis, simply because he's so powerful. He's kind of
He
a
probably doesn't need to be getting points, actually.
he's kind of a
Just
plot
saying.
device more than he is a normal NPC character, really. So
Yep.
different rules apply. Okay, so
I was just saying, he's become like Malik's goal. He is going to die.
Here's the thing. He doesn't have to die. He just has to be nuisanced. You know?
you
like
know,
he-
if you eat him, Malik, you might get down to 8th generation
You know, that's a possibility.
until he possesses you. But okay, 3 points for all
think
the
I can
player
handle it.
characters and 4 for Malik. Chloe no longer gets points. Chloe is dead.
Oh, I miss her already. You know, I was actually relieved when she died a little bit. Out of character.
I was gonna just have
She
her hang.
tethered, she tethered my character too much.
I was gonna have her hang over your head without ever actually coming back, just hints that to make you worry, but like I was never actually gonna bring her back, I was just gonna scare you with that.
Nope, too late. He's dead.
Nope, too late.
She died horribly.
She died horribly,
Horrifically.
and I actually considered killing her. You got to keep this in mind. I actually considered killing her. I actually considered killing her to save my hide. I actually considered killing her to save her from torture. Possibly to save her from the fiery pits of hell. Because I've seen it.
Okay, Liam certainly only gets 1, but what about Chloe and Igor? 1 or 2 points, what do you think?
Chloe doesn't matter.
Sorry, Violet and Igor. I meant Violet and Igor.
I feel like Violet should get 2.
Violet, she just kind of, she kind of showed her colors a little bit this time. Like,
Yeah,
now we
that's what I
actually
was
kind of have an
thinking.
idea.
Really?
He's a little more developed. Igor,
Not really.
no, he just does what I say blindly. Though counting
knows
towards
what-
badassery, he did punch the sheriff.
I'm
So-
not sure that was. I didn't consider that badass.
That's
so-
not badassery, it's just that's impressive that he did it.
I'll agree with that. That was impressive.
I mean, Igor is more of a plot device as well, so the XP doesn't necessarily matter as much.
You shouldn't mention that kind of thing.
I mean, I don't count it in terms of XP because his crap is fucked up anyway. I'm sure that he's not a bad kind of plot device, that is just hilarity, right?
Yeah, I mean, come on. We didn't.
Yeah,
We've been having a lot
just
of fun
has
with him.
glowing eyes.
He does make things a lot of fun.
Yep. I'm gonna end recording here since my internet is about to cut out anyway, but you know.